figure fans, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming to you with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutagen Canister prop replica from NECA Toys, recreating the Mutagen Canister that we saw in the original 1990 live-action film. For the package, you got that really iconic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logo. You got that there. You have the cityscape here. You got Nickelodeon, which is the company that has to license all this stuff. On the side here, you got the image of the canister itself with the whole logo and everything. The bottom section here has like a continuation of that ooze. Shout out to Randy Falk and Trevor. I can't say your last name. Trevor I actually met at San Diego Comic-Con, and we had a big, long conversation about this and the other stuff that he's working on. And I'm really very excited about the future. They have some great stuff coming out. On the back of the package, you have a read-up on it that says, after wading in a puddle of radioactive waste, 4 radical reptiles were transformed into New York City's greatest crime-fighting quartet. Now, you can own a full-size replica of the Mutagen Canister that started it all. Press a button and a green light glows through the crack in the side. It even comes with reusable ooze. And then you got a couple images showing you how to do all that. I also love how NECA is doing their logo here in the old FHE style color and font. I love that. That's really cool. And the other side, you got a couple product shots of the canister, and then the other side has that as well. So really very cool. Pretty small though, as you can see. Basically just fits the canister itself. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get this out here and see how cool it actually is. Alright guys, so here we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutagen Canister prop replica from NECA opened up and out of its packaging. And this thing is spectacular. When I was a kid, I honestly used to walk around with a empty Pringles can pretending that was this. So I am thrilled to finally have something like this now. When I first saw this at San Diego Comic-Con, I instantly fell in love, and I love the fact that they're doing other prop replicas. We're getting this, and then later on this year, we're getting a prop replica of Casey Jones's hockey mask, which I'm super thrilled about. But for the canister, as you can see, fairly big, using my ruler here, it's almost exactly 13 inches long and about 3 inches across. So fairly substantial in terms of the size. And one thing that I love is it does have a heavy duty feel. It is plastic, so there is more of a toy kind of feel to it, but that also is reflected in the price that you pay. This is less than $50, where most prop replicas are several $100s. I think that NECA went the right route here. Like a full-on prop replica probably would have been made out of metal or something, so I have zero problem with the materials that they used for this. It keeps the cost down, makes it affordable, and allows a lot of people to be able to get this. But overall, gorgeous detail. Looking at the front here, you can see it says TCRI. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, well, hey, in The Secret of the Ooze, it was TGRI. A little bit of a story for you is TCRI stands for Techno Cosmic Research Institute, which is what TCRI and the company was originally called in the very beginning comics. Way before the cartoon, way before the movies, the comics set that. And they were aliens, so it was techno-cosmic. And when they did the movie, at least the first one, they went with that. They changed it in Secret of the Ooze to Techno Global Research Industries because they didn't want to deal with the alien aspect. So that's where people are kind of getting confused by why it says that. You can see hazardous materials, the warning and everything. Really good. I don't know how well this is going to come across, but oh, you can actually see it pretty good there. You got dirt in some kind of grime on the inside there. Gorgeous paint wash that gives it that look. I really dig how that turned out. You can see, again, like I said, warning, hazardous materials. You have the various little warning stripes. You have the radioactive thing come around here to the section here. You can see some more of that smudge with the little dirt on there. The CG2 radioactive material. And then you come around here and you can see the crack. As it continues on, you can see that it comes around to the other side. The other side, or the edges here, say radioactive materials, have that radioactive logo right there, and you have the crack. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm nitpicking, but I'm going to. We have seen this before. They've given us a smaller quarter scale version of it. If you go back and watch the movie, and I know this is going to sound very nerdy that I'm complaining about this, but the way that these little gaps are lined up here with the crack in this almost are perfect to how the canister appeared in the movie. It lines up almost right. This, you can see, it doesn't. The little notch right here comes down. It's about middle way through. That's kind of up there. The other thing that does kind of bug me is that they're not kind of lined up. You have to rotate that. And even then, I mean, when you rotate those around, it kind of lines them up. But that reveals kind of the little secret compartments in these. So when you have those slid in and locked, I know, I'm hearing you guys be like, come on, Paul, really? And I shouldn't complain for a $50 prop replica, but I'm just mentioning it to you guys. That's all I'm doing. I'm just letting you guys know in terms of accuracy, it's a smidge off. Not bad. But as you can see, you can remove this and you got a little compartment right there. This takes 3 AAA batteries, which are included. And what's awesome is you got that little light switch. What you can do is flip that switch and get that to light up. You got several what look like LED lights under there, kind of a reflective material on the inside that really do kind of spread the light out everywhere. And I know my studio lights here kind of make this look less vibrant, but hey, I can turn the lights off. And there you go. You turn them off and you can see the glow. So again, turning it off, turning it on. Gorgeous bright light. I love the uniform look to it too. You can see it's almost like it's, and then there's like a shimmer in there that almost, as you move it around, kind of makes it look like it's kind of pulsating to a degree. I really love that. That is gorgeous looking. And then again, you can take this and put that on and replace that, and you can have that lit up if you want to. The unfortunate nature of things is that you can't really leave it on for too terribly long without killing the batteries. Now, it also does come with another little hidden accessory, that being actually included a canister of ooze. And one thing that I love is that it's kind of done up to look like it's, I watched Pixel Dan's review of it, and it's almost like this is a petri dish of sorts of the ooze that would be experimented on or something. You can see TCRI, the radioactive thing, you got that material. One thing that I would say is that the case here does not really close very well. You can kind of see it's, well, if it'll focus, it's not going all the way down. So I'm concerned over time whether or not this will dry out, and that does kind of bother me. I don't know a lot of people that are going to be displaying it with the ooze, but you can see gorgeous neon color. It's not very slimy. It does have a thick consistency to it. Now, as I pull that out, it's probably going to make it difficult to do this. You can take this, I'll just put that down there on the table. So what you can do, you have a little compartment on the inside here, and you can take this, oh no, it already kind of put it back together. You can put it in here, and I'm going to show you what happens. You have to fit it in there because it's not really soft-ish. It is kind of chunky. You kind of have to feed it in, and it in turn kind of breaks everything up. I don't know if that was maybe done to make sure that it can be cleaned out of the inside, because there's no other way to get in here other than shaking the slime back out. But what I like is, as you can see, when you push it in, it then squeezes through the crack, which is kind of a fun thing to do, and you can kind of replicate it oozing out. So and there you go. And then again, you can take this, you can replace this. You can actually turn the light on. It does kind of glow through there. So come around here, put the light on. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. I mean, it kind of blocks it. I mean, well, not all that bad, honestly. So you can put that little section back on there and push this down, and then bring the ooze out and kind of play with it. And you can kind of see what's happening here. And then bringing this down, the light, it is a little bit tricky. One thing I will say is that the way that it's positioned, it tends to want to roll. I wish you could like position that underneath there to prop that up a little bit more, but you can see, you can get it coming out, which does look really cool. Again, I don't know over time how good this is going to last, mostly because you can't get this container, like I said, to be completely closed. And then to get this out, like I said, this is where I think that the slime was done in this consistency so that it would be easier for it to come out, because really now what you have to do to get it out, turn the lights off, you can see that it does kind of block the lights. I mean, it's not bad. You can see that the slime does kind of glow through there, to be honest. So it just depends on how you want to do it. I don't know if there's any way to keep the light on permanently or put in like special batteries that would keep it on. I don't know. But now you kind of have to reach in here and kind of just pull this out and shake it to get it to come out of there. That's the only real way that I know how to get this out. So it is probably something that not a lot of people are going to do. You're going to have to sit here for a while and fight with it. There we go. And again, I mean, it pretty much gets it all out. I don't see any like really leftover stuff in there. But like I said, it's the consistency that I'm not too terribly certain about. Now, one thing that I do like that I thought of is that put this in here. I do wish that they included something that would allow you to permanently display some kind of ooze coming out. Get that out of there. Unfortunately, they didn't. I think that would have been a really cool addition, but I have this stuff. It's Fidget Putty. I just got this on Amazon. I think it was like $5 or something. But this stuff is made out of a silicone, so it's putty, and it's apparently just like meant to, you know, for like stress relief or something like that. But you can see it's got like kind of the same color, but this is a substance that is not supposed to dry out, I guess. So you could totally do something like this and just make it look like it's oozing out of it, which is pretty cool. I like that. This is definitely how I'm going to display this. And if it does harden over time, it'll be hardened in the shape of like that. So it's, you know, like a permanent almost display, I guess, for it. You just kind of put that along the crack itself. So that, I think, is a great sort of thing in terms of doing a display for it. I personally, I love this. As I said, $50 is a great price for this. A lot of prop replicas are very, very expensive and are very cost prohibitive because of it. This at less than $50, you do have to take into consideration that it is made out of plastic. It does have some like little lights and stuff in there. So there is a bit of a toy element to it. But as a collectible, this thing's amazing. I think that NECA has done a superb job with this. Honestly, they are probably the best company that has ever been around that has given us Ninja Turtle stuff. Playmates, who's the official one, hasn't ever come anything close to something like this. And honestly, I don't know why. I mean, this is totally something that for role play, this is like a no-brainer. I don't understand why they didn't come out with this in the 90s. Yeah, because this is totally awesome. But this is terrific. I can't recommend this enough to you guys. If you're Ninja Turtle fans, this is something that you need to add to your collection. It can be, you know, improved upon by getting something like this. You don't have to get it, obviously. It displays perfectly fine without it, but I'm just blown away. So, all that being said, if this is a piece that you'd like to add to your collection, it is available right now at Big Bad Toy Store. So all you have to do for that is click on the link down in the video description. You'll go to BBTS where you can check out availability on this as well as the rest of the wide range of NECA products. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in, and this has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that if you like this video, I would really appreciate you letting me know by hitting that thumbs up button. It actually does go a long way towards helping my videos out, and I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, welcome. And before you go, make sure you subscribe in case you haven't already subscribed. That way you'll get instant email notifications whenever I upload a new video, and you'll never miss out on a future review of mine. Or hey, if you're already subscribed, now more than ever it's important to make sure that you're getting those email notifications. We all know just how unreliable that YouTube subscription box is, and the best way to make sure that you don't miss any future reviews of mine is to click on that little bell right below this video and double check your settings to make sure that they're set so that you get those email notifications. And as always, until next time, cowabunga, dudes!